What is up with it? Once again, we are going to be watching some of the case tournament streamed on Eggman's channel. Shoutouts to Eggman. Love everything you do for the community. This is going to be round 5. I believe there's only 6 rounds to this tournament. Maybe there's 7. We're going to have Blue Doflamingo versus um, Black Rob Lucci. This is a matchup that is getting a lot more popular in the last week or so. Lot of people thinking of queuing up with Luchi to Nats. Um, so depending on how you feel about that, you could potentially change what you're taking. I do think the 9 meta is either A, you take Doflamingo, or B, you take a Reed. Oh, what is going on with the right players stream? Okay, that was whack. That was whack. Okay. Who won the die roll? Let's just see it. Why not? We never get to see it. I think that's 3 versus much higher than 3. So looks like Lucci won. How do you guys feel about this matchup? Okay, so I think they both kept Lucci going first, of course. How do you? We're gonna go ahead and see the Perona. You love to see that as the Doflamingo player. A lot of the time, it is going to be getting popped by um, the Brook on 3, especially when the Lucci player keeps their hand. But as I was saying, how do you guys feel about this matchup? I know there is a lot of people in the community who feel it's 50-50. I've seen some notable people say 70-30. 70-30 for the Lucci. Um, I have a commenter who kind of laid out in my previous Dofi versus Lucci video where he was like, these are the situations where Dofi wins. These are the situations where Lucci wins. And he was like, if you really lay it out, the Lucci just wins. So he said he thought it was 70-30. I see where he's coming from. Me personally, I think it's maybe like 55 for Lucci. I mean, the Dofi's definitely favored if he wins the roll. But he's probably less favored than the Lucci is favored when he wins the roll. So I have to imagine a lot of the time we are going to see the Lucci win this game. He's starting off strong. He milled 2 CP cards. He got the Brook on curve. Um, you know, really annoying stuff. We'll see what the Dofi is going here. He did take the first life. Okay, we've got the Jinbei, we've got the Law. Okay, this is a great response. I like this a lot. This is really good. We're gonna go ahead and take as the Lucci. Hmm. Okay. Not sure how many cards the Lucci has. It looks like the Dofi player's doing it. It looks like he's got 8 cards in hand. That's a lot of cards. A lot of the times we won't be seeing Pudding on 6, but countering this, I'm not sure I love the counter there. Honestly, we're gonna want to be protecting our board a lot for the rest of the game. So me personally, maybe it's a little too risky to take that. I would love to know if anyone in the comments has like really strong feelings about why you counter or why you take there. Um, for me, I feel like we're really gonna want as many resources as we can get in this matchup. So I would have liked to take, but unsure. So yep, doing the classic Jinbei Boa. Ooh, another Boa. Okay, don't hate to see that. So getting a swing 8 into life. We're really setting ourselves up for potentially a nice pudding this next turn. Um, because the Dofi or the Lucci should be starting his turn with, I think maybe only 9 cards. Is it really 10? It should be 9, right? Yeah, it should be 9 because he played the Kaku. Um, so 9 cards. If he only plays 1 card, the pudding could eat. But a lot of times he's gonna play like an Ice Age plus something. So he might play 2 or 3 cards this turn. But it's his 7th on turn. It's possible he might just try and play the jack. In which case he'll have 8 cards in hand. Pudding will get some value for sure. Okay, so I assume this is 6 into Boa. I have to imagine we're going to give a 1K. How many cards we got in our hand? Is it only like 4? Surely it's more than that, right? If it's only 4, we had to take that one where we gave it 2K. Oh my god, he just knows we have no 1Ks that we're down to counter with. Going 4? What is he? What? Khalifa? Okay, Khalifa into Brook. Okay. Okay, I mean, the one saving grace about this is we get a free block. So that's nice. Always feels good. Oh, discarding the Tempest Kick. That's really interesting. Okay, but we are going to be going down to, 7 cards in hand. So 7 in hand, it's probably not worth it to Pudding at that point. Luchi in a really good spot. Just being able to develop bodies while also removing bodies is just, it's so strong. You're just eating away the resources of your opponent while building board. I'm pretty sure, just based on how this game is going, that the Luchi is going to win. It's not over yet, but the Luchi is in a very good spot right now. He's got a Kaku that's just going to stick. Like, we're never getting rid of it. He's got the Brook on board that, if we don't have a law, is going to stick. So we're on 8 Dawn. I imagine we're going to... Okay, so we're swinging 6 here. Yo, who's blowing up my Discord? Can y'all hear that? Yo, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I gotta close this. That's crazy. What is happening? I'm so sorry, y'all. My bad. I need to make sure I'm doing that before recording. That's my bad. That's unprofessional. Okay, so we're going. Okay, so 6-6. Personally, I would have preferred 5-7. Because the Luchi is not going to want to take 2 damage this turn, right? So, what ended up happening when we swung those 6s? I'm so sorry, I got distracted. Alright, let's see. Okay, never mind. 6 was better. In this exact situation, he didn't have no 2Ks. So the 6 was actually... Was it? No, it was worse, right? So if we go 5, the 5 he countered with a 1K, right? Surely. Oh, or the 6, yeah, he gave us a 2K. So if we went 5, he would have given us a 1K, and then we would have gone 7. Maybe it ends up exactly the same. I think it actually ended up exactly the same. I personally would have preferred 5-7, though. Let me know if you guys have real strong opinions on if that should have been 6s. In that exact situation, I think it ended up exactly the same. But there are a lot of situations where he could have just given us 2Ks. Like, I feel like in situations where you swing 3 7s, or like most turns where you swing 3 times, what's going to happen is the Luchi is going to like block 1, counter 1, take 1, or they're going to counter 2, take 1. It's really hard to get multiple hits through on a Luchi in the same turn. If you do, though, you're doing great. You're killing it. Okay, so we're on... Are we on 10 Dawn as the Luchi? No, we're on 9. I don't know why I don't see his Dawn deck. So we're going 7 at the... I would assume the Jinbei. We chose to counter out of that. We're on, like, no cards in hand. I'm going 5 at the Jinbei. I mean, we just have to counter out of everything we can, right? Yeah, we're just gonna... We should have really taken that fourth life hit, honestly. We're going to end up getting starved at the end. We're just going to run out of resources. We would have 2 more cards. And we're eventually not going to be able to protect this board. We are 5 wide, though. Like, let's not get it twisted. We are 5 wide. The Dofi is in this game. I'm trying. I don't see. No, we know there's a Rebecca in the trash. We know there's a Luchi in the trash. I don't see a reducer in the trash, though. So if there's not a reducer in the Luchi's trash, I guess we had the Tempest Kick and we have the Brook pre-established, so we actually still get to double remove with the Luchi. We just end up going like, we might not have a 1-drop to play, actually. So the Gecko might end up only getting to play the Rebecca into the Luchi. Oh, what? What? Not even playing the Gecko? I mean, surely he's playing a Rebecca at least. If he doesn't play Rebecca here, what is he doing with his last 2 Dawn? He's going to swing it? Yeah, Rebecca. This card's so crazy, man. Honestly, if they hit one thing in black, it should be Rebecca. This card's too broken. But I don't know if they want to hit black, right? Like, I don't think they have to. It's fine. It's not like a dominant presence that overwhelms the game. I was a Luchi enjoyer for a long time, so. But if there's one card, it should be Rebecca, in my opinion. Like, Moria is really strong, but honestly, Rebecca carries Luchi. Like, people don't really know this because I think most people kind of formed their opinions about what the broken part about Luchi was during RP meta. And in RP meta, obviously, Rebecca was not that crazy. Because they just bottom deck it for free. But, like, all these other decks that actually just have to deal with the Rebecca, and the Rebecca gets to go, like, Rebecca, Spandine, Luchi. It's just messed up, man. 4 Dawn to play a blocker and a double KO. Like, the Gecko is good. The Gecko is, like, really, really good. But I think it's actually only really, really good because Rebecca is so broken. So are we looking at 1 or 2 life as the Luchi? It looks like 2. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this Dofi is fried. He's only got like 2 cards in hand. I don't know how many the Luchi has in hand, but I'm sure it's like 5 or 6. Maybe it looks like 4. I feel like the Dofi player stopped counting. He was like, I don't even care no more. Yeah. And honestly, though, this feels like a very, very decent roll from the Dofi, right? It's at least a, maybe not a high roll, but it's like it's up there, you know? It's not bad. And the Luchi, on the other hand, this was crazy mid, right? This was a crazy mid roll. Like, literally nothing about this roll was crazy. So, if you're Luchi and you, the way this is looking right now, it's looking like, oh, 6 at the Brook. Yo, we got a kill, dude. I don't know about that. I mean, I'll see what he's up to, but I really do not know about that. Low-key Gravity Blade could have been nice this turn. It could have been nice. It's obviously way, like, not really what we want to be doing, but I feel like whatever we got cooking right now, I'm not sure it's any good. So yeah, this is going to be one of those situations where we swing 3 times, and the Luchi's going to, like, block 1, take 1, counter 1. So yep, there's the block. We got 7 Dawn left. What are we doing with 7? We're going to play a 4 in leader effect? I don't think we know the top, do we? So we're just doing it blind. Some God is good type shit. He's just twiddling his thumbs. He don't care. He's like, I already won this. Oh, yo, his cam is lagging like crazy. Yeah, so he's going. Yep, and we miss. Yeah, it's over. We were already in a crazy tough spot. So he didn't even counter none of these. That's kind of interesting. Oh, God. Yo, it's over. He swings over both of these Jinbeis. He establishes a blocker and KOs the Mihawk. Like, all of those things are happening this turn 100%, and the Dofi loses. Because he's going to have no characters on board, and the Luchi is going to have 5. Or at least 4. I don't even think you have the cards to protect these Jinbeis. Does he have 1 card in hand? But it's just... He's cooked. He's cooked. This matchup might be cursed, honestly. I mean, Lucci into almost everything is cursed, so I get it. Honestly, Lucci might be a crazy pick for Nats. It might be. If the BYs and the Blackbeards don't show up, you might be good. I don't know what the Shanks matchup is like. I've seen people take both sides of the aisle on the Shanks matchup. So maybe we should watch some more of that on the channel at some point. I'm pretty locked into Dofi for Nats already. But I could see a world where Luchi is the play. I wouldn't be that surprised if Luchi won Nats, honestly. I would not be surprised at all. Its gatekeepers seem like they're not really in favor right now. But maybe a bunch of players are gonna see that the Luchi's on the come up, and so they'll start counterpicking the Luchi with the Blackbeards and the BYs. You know you're so fried when he doesn't even swing at your board. When he doesn't even swing at your board, you're like, it's over. I think we did defend everything this whole game. So maybe not taking that 4th life didn't matter. Because we never got into a position really where we ran out of cards to defend it until this turn, which even with the 1 extra card in our hand, I think we were almost always losing our board anyways. So maybe it didn't matter that he didn't do it, but also maybe that life could have been something cracked, right? Like, it could have been something that could have really helped, like a boa or something, you know? Something to just help him go plus a little earlier. Yeah, Dofi just dies here every time next turn. I don't really know what the path to him living is next turn. He's going to be at 2 life. He needs to simultaneously put the Luchi to 0 while also not dying next turn. So he's being put in a pack. What do you guys think, though? You guys think the Doflamingo did anything wrong? I don't feel like I saw anything, honestly. I feel like Luchi went first and did his thing, honestly. Like, Dofi kind of saw what he needed to. He was able to bounce the Brook on 4, which I think is good. He had double Jinbei, which is good. Really, the only thing that I would criticize is that one take. But we don't have. There's a lot of knowledge we're missing. You know, with Dofi, so much of the game is not just the cards you see, as the viewer, as the spectator who doesn't have hand knowledge, but so much of the game is also the stack. It's very possible he could have messed up a stack somewhere along the line. You know, a lot of players they'll finish the game and they'll be like, man, I can't, like, it's so BS I lost, like I got so unlucky, and they don't even realize that like they stacked it in the wrong way. They didn't do their stack correctly. Like they think they did, but really they didn't. Because there's so much nuance to it. Yeah, this is over, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. Sengoku. I don't even know. I guess maybe we drew the Sengoku. I was like, I don't know why we did it this way. It was probably just because we drew the Sengoku off the Weevil. Because, like, what else are we even doing with 3 Dawn? Bro, just concede. You already lost. I'm going to skip. I never skip through replays, but I'm going to skip forward a little bit. Because this ain't a good use of nobody's time. He just passed on 3 open Dawn. All right, bet. All right. Luchi's just going to decide what numbers to kill him with. And, yeah, but now we're going like a billion into life, like 15 or something like that. Or I guess it was only 13. If it was only 13 and into life, low key, Dofi could have survived. If he had that godlike life, the all 2Ks, if he lives, he wins. Honestly, pretty sure if the Luchi has a single blocker in hand, or if he has a way to remove the Sengoku, literally just either of those things, it's a throw to go for game here. But odds of that happening seem crazy low, so I don't hate it. I would have liked to see it happen, though, for the Dofi to just go 2K, 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 2K. For the Luchi, get crazy punished. But just a little tip for y'all. Don't go for game if you don't have to. Like, you're in such a dominant position. If you can make it so you never die, the Dofi dies 100% of the time next turn anyways. Why even take the risk, right? But maybe the Luchi, is he showing us his hand right now? I didn't really get a good look at it. Was that his hand? Let me see the hand, bro. Let me see the hand, Luchi. Oh my god, the way his thing stutters. Okay, he's got a Luchi, he's got an Ice Age. Yeah, I would not have gone for game there. I would have just removed the board. You have 1 life, he can't ever kill you. You just kill him the next turn. So Luchi threw, but never punished. The punish was razor thin, so it almost never happens, but he would have been so sick. He would have been so sick if he went for the 13 and the Dofi countered. He would have been crazy ill. But thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know if you think there's anything Dofi could have done differently. If what your thoughts are on the matchup, all that noise. I appreciate you all so much for watching. Thank you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.